Story that's kind of a cross between Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol and Washington Irving's Sleepy Hollow. And this is Old Clop, a ghost story by Patricia McKissack. Old Clop. The year was 1741. The month was October. The day was Friday the 13th. John Leap closed his law office earlier than usual. He had something to do that made him smile. Smiling didn't come easy to a man like John Leap. He had a mean streak in him that ran the length of his long, thin body. It wasn't poverty that made him hard. He had plenty of money. But John Leap had a stingy heart. Worse still, not one of the 300 residents of Grass Hollow, not one, called him friend. But on this particular night, he had nothing on his mind except evicting the widow Mays, who lived in one of his rental houses. He decided not to wait until morning. It was much better to put her out at night. "This will be an example for all my other tenants," he grumbled. "Pay rent on time or get out. Ha ha ha." Mounting his horse, Major, John Leap set out to do his deed. Clip, clop, clip, clop. At first, the lamps along the street lit the way. A dog howled in the distance. A stray cat scurried up nearby, and his horse's hooves clanked against the cobblestone streets. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. It was a moonless night, cold even for October, yet John Leap was warmed by the idea of evicting the widow Mays and raising the rent on his property without fixing it up. Clip, clop, clip, clop. But wait! Listen! Behind him, he heard another set of hooves striking the cobblestones. Clip, clop, clip, clop. John Leap paused under a street lamp. "Hello?" he called, peering into the darkness. He waited for the other rider to come within the circle of light to be recognized, but no one appeared. And so John Leap rode on. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. And at the north side of the village, he came to the dirt path that led to the lowlands of Grass Hollow. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. Listen again. He heard the muffled sound of another horse's hooves against the packed dirt. Someone was following. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. John stopped. The other rider stopped too. John called out, "If you are a robber, let me warn you that I am a skilled swordsman. You won't have a chance against me." Poised and ready, he waited, but no one came. A blast of wind whipped at John Leap's cloak, chilling him to the core. "It's just some prankster trying to scare me. I'll not give in to the satisfaction of seeing me frightened." Still, he thought, it might not hurt to push Major to go a little bit faster. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. The invisible rider fell into step. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip. John Leap stopped again, waited and listened. Nothing. Major pawed at the ground nervously, his nostrils flaring as puffs of frosty air escaped, and then from inside the heavy shadows, Leap heard the impatient pawing of another steed. "Go!" shouted John, slapping Major on the side. The horse took off. Clippity-clop, 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 clippity-clop. The other riders stayed with him. Clippity-clop, 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 clippity-clop. John Leap tore down Peachtree Hill, past the church, past the old cemetery, past, right up to Widow May's front door. Clippity-clop, 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 clippity-clop. "Open the door, open up!" he yelled. "Now!" "My goodness," said the Widow Mays, letting John Leap come in. "I know why you're here." She held up a bag of coins. "This is all the money I owe you." "All of it?" John Leap mumbled unhappily. His hands were still shaky, so when he snatched the bag, he dropped it. The widow hurried to gather the money. She didn't see John Leap hide a coin in his boot. "You're short. This isn't everything you owe me. You have to go. Pack your things and get out now. Go, go, go," he scoffed. "Oh, please," begged Widow Mays. "I know I had all the rent money. Please let me stay the night." Ooh! The wind rattled the door and shook the windows. John Leap was clearly disturbed by the restless wind. He cried out, "You shall stay till the morning. I'll be back to put you out, first thing, unless you have all my money." John Leap chuckled to himself. He knew the Widow Mays wasn't going to find the other coin, and nobody could say that he had been unfair. He rushed out. As he mounted Major, John Leap never realized that the coin had hidden in the boot had fallen out and was waiting to be found by Widow Mays as soon as she opened the door the next morning. Was that laughter he heard? "Who are you? What do you want?" John Leap yelled. The wind whispered a chilling response. "Whee!" John Leap pushed Major to run faster as fast as possible. Faster still. John Leap rode on, along the river and across the bridge, but the phantom rider followed relentlessly. "Faster! Go faster!" John Leap yelled. At last, they burst through the darkness. Major's horseshoes struck fire from the cobblestones. "In just a few more feet, and I'd be home." He made it. While getting ready for bed, he chuckled. "I've been running from a mere echo, and now I'm exhausted." He crawled into bed, and he was never seen again. Whatever happened to John Leap that night? Nobody ever really knew. Strangest thing, he left Major behind, and the Widow Mays never heard from him again. Some said John Leap settled in another state, changed his name, and was known for being the kind and generous. But other people were convinced that old Clop swallowed him whole! So, that was old Clop, a ghost story. Hope you enjoyed, and tune in next time for Story Time with Mr. Walker and Miss Denise.